Shop day. Obviously that's why you're here, because I'm doing shop stuff. All right, let's give a 10-second update on what's going on. This car, sitting, GK Tech full front suspension kit is sold. Going to be going B-knuckle. I want B-knuckle to match that car. And that's where we sit. Still got to hammer out that rear quarter. This quarter that was on the blue car is now fixed. See all of that? Those are all holes. That's now gone. This is a gas door. I haven't begun sanding this yet. Don't worry, I'll figure that out. Okay, so fixing that to go on to silver car. Main reason we're out here today is for these two boys right here. All right, so first things first, the must get dones today. I need to put this car up in the air and get the coilovers out of it. The coilovers are actually going to the same gentleman that is buying all of this stuff. So the idea was, I had those coilovers posted up a while ago and I was like, I'm not ready to sell them. They're super nice, whatever, I'll just run them. Well, it would be nice to have both cars running almost identical setups. The opportunity came up where this gentleman was interested, and now I'm pulling them out and I'm going to sell them. So that's all I'm going to say about that right now. We'll talk more about what's getting dropped in there and what's to come. But first things first, most important, blue car, coilovers need to come out. Then we can start going one panel at a time fixing this thing. Hovercraft mode. So typical Brock ADD fashion, I got the wheels off and then got distracted by organizing. So I cleaned up some stuff over there, put those there. Got all my kits kind of organized. So here's the new drift line for the Kooky. Here's the stylish kit from last year. 75 front and rears and other side skirts up there. So just normal Brock things, getting distracted. But what we got to do is, now we got this thing up, got the wheels off, we got to get the coilovers out. There's 3 bolts on top for the front, 2 on the bottom, comes out pretty easy. And then for the rear, since this car is actually together, we have to pull out this rear deck lid, speaker tray, rear deck lid, whatever you call it. But 3 bolts up here, 2 on the bottom, that can all hang there and be good. To give you an idea of what it looks like under that deck lid, here's the JZ car. So 2, I believe they're 10 or 12s under there. So we just got to keep cranking, get all 4 coilovers out, probably do the fronts first, figure out what hardware I need and what tools I need to pull it apart, and then we'll do the rear. here it sits, final hovercraft mode. Everything is out and ready on that. So I'm gonna start plugging away on a couple small stupid things on this that I wanna get done. But just to show you, so these are the Yellow Speed D1 Drift Spec, Pro Drift, whatever they call them, Doki Dory spec. So fully adjustable, obviously dampening and everything on these, multiple adjustments. Really nice, super dialed in. My subframe that's modified, my angle kit, GK Tech lower arms and knuckles, and coilovers are all going to the same guy. He's going to put them all on his S14, which is going to be super sick. So I already pulled these coilovers out. These are the remote reservoir style, but you can see that these are just a little beat up. The wheel wells are just a little beat up over the years in abuse. Nothing crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a wire wheel on a drill or on my angle grinder and just, not perfect, but wire wheel this out and then put a fresh spray of undercoating on there so you can see both sides are apart. I just want to do that. That way that can sit and dry while I take some panels off on this. I think I might work on the front bumper first just because it's the first thing that comes off. It's got a pretty big chip there, crack, 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 and whatever else I find when it's off. So kind of front bumper, fix it, fenders, fix it, side skirts, work my way back. But good progress. I'm happy all that stuff's out because we are swapping on Sunday. That way that can be set, but see how much further we get and how much more we can plug away. It is currently 11:19, so we're doing good. Gonna have to grab some food at some point. Great progress on these wheel wells. I got it all sprayed. I just noticed something, which is part of my OCD, I guess you could say. So these little brackets are what holds the remote reservoirs for my coilovers. Years and years and years ago, I put self-tappers in there, and that's what held it, but I don't like that anymore. And I don't even know how it was like that for so long, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna take these little riv nuts, I'm gonna drill these holes out a little bit, I'm gonna put riv nuts in there, and then I'll actually use the same Allens that essentially hold everything on this car. I'll use those same Allens for mounting those brackets now. It'll look nice, don't have to worry about them pulling out, and 1 millimeter better is always 1 millimeter better. So I gotta do that, and then after that, while the wheels are drying, I'm probably gonna go grab some lunch, and when I get back from lunch, I'm gonna put this all back together and then take the bumper off of Blake's car. Might be small progress, but it's progress. So I got little Allens in there now. Looks a lot better, riv nutted in. Allen's obviously in here, so black and silver all matches. If you look at this side, don't mind the amount of tools it takes for me to do something so small. You can kind of see that those were self-tappers. Just whatever, small things, but here's an update on the wheel wells. The wheel wells are looking great. Again, I'm gonna let those dry. I'm just gonna finish this side for that bracket, and then I'm gonna go eat some lunch, come back, reinstall that. Next time you guys catch up, I'll just give you an update on the coilovers and stuff being back in and me pulling apart this car. So this is kind of how we're going to wrap the day. So this is Blake's front bumper. It's broke here, 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 missing most of its life over here, which is fine. So I'm just going to explain a little bit of rundown, kind of wrap up today's video. I'll do this work and kind of show you where it ended up, because it's going to need some time to cure. But what I like to do is I sand the entire area, the outside of the area, so that I can take tape, put tape all over it, and get it all to sit where it's supposed to. If tape doesn't hold it, I'll put like metal pieces and rivet it in to make sure it holds its form. But the idea is, once I get the tape and everything built on there, I can go from the back side then, and that's where I put the resin and the glass to build it back together, okay? So I like all that stuff to be on the inside. That way I can sand the outside smooth and body it. But that's kind of where we're at. That's how all that's gonna work. I got a lot of this stuff soaking into greaser. These are all the parts that the gentleman is going to be taking for his vehicle, so we'll be good there, and we'll be rocking forward. So that's how we're going to kind of wrap today's video. Thank you so much for following along. Thank you for being part of it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Our one comment from the last week was Frankie. Frankie commented, "The Eclipse is gone." It was sitting over there, now it's not. So yes, the Eclipse is gone. It is not sold. It is just parked in a different spot while I work on Blake's vehicle. So thank you so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll get another one out here for you, and we'll see where the rest of the weekend takes us, and possibly be another video yet. So keep on making things happen. Keep pushing forward, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.